I just go to see my stuff?
Derrick, while he's doing this, so let me ask you a question because I haven't talked to you about this either. So we had this predict things for us where Etienne and Harris were off the board. Are you like me where if Harris is there, you take him?
I would prefer to. I wouldn't take a first round running back.
Not even Najee Harris.
I'm very team Najee Harris. He's my running back one, but I just don't. The problem with running back in the first round is like your first round players really need to be like the pillars of your team.
See, I think he can be that. Especially, hear me out real quick, because I pose Nick. Hear my logic in this. You got 40-year-old Big Ben, and you and I are both the captains of the Ben Roethlisberger fan club. Right. But then, so you got 40-year-old Ben, and the team couldn't run the ball to save their lives last year. And then next year, we're probably saying that Ben's not here, or he's still old as hell, or they're going to have an inexperienced quarterback. Najee Harris, to me, is a guy that you can make the pillar of the offense around because he's a 3-down back, and those are just so hard to come by. He's somebody that you can have on the field and truly say, if we can't get anything going, he can break tackles, he can pass block, he can catch the ball. To me, those guys are just so hard to come by nowadays that if he's there, you're like, okay, this is going to take much needed pressure off of our quarterback who literally had to try to put the team on his back, and he can't do that anymore. Does that logic at least make sense?
No, it does. And I definitely do agree that they need to strengthen the run game. It's tough for me to agree to be really excited about taking a guy that you don't plan on retaining after his rookie deal's up. Because you got to think like you're probably getting like his 5th-year option. I mean, at that point, Najee's going to be, 27, 28 because he's an older prospect too.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say it's about Harris that I think people in Pittsburgh would fall in love with Najee Harris.
Yeah,
he would be literally like a cult hero by the end of his rookie year because he not only is he a fantastic running back he's a bigger back who's got power, he's got good feet, but the way that he catches the football, like he high points the ball better than any of the Steelers receivers not named Juju did last year. Like
that's what I'm saying. The way their offense was,
fades. I mean, they were throwing him out there on fades and wheel routes, and he was like mossing linebackers. And
I'm not a big like draft running backs or sign running backs, but there are exceptions to every rule, and I think Harris has has the potential to be like a top 5 back in the league. Like I think he's that talented.
I think with the Harris argument is like. It's just the positional thing for me. But I mean,
totally understand. Totally get it.
The good news is like they've taken some guys in the drafts, and every team has, that just don't work out. I just don't see a scenario where Harris isn't a good back end.
Injury, that's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I think you're going to look at the stats in the next couple of years, and he's like yards from scrimmage. He's a name that you're probably going to see near the top of the list.
What is their game plan at running back? Is it just Benny Snell, McFarland?
It's Najee Harris. Dude, look, there's been running backs, especially in the last couple of days, like Mike Davis just signed for like 2 years for like $5 million.
That Nick came on our show and said that that's the guy that they should look at.
They're not even looking at cheap backs. Let me tell you something too that I noticed a couple of days ago, and who knows, because you can't really look at contracts in a vacuum because guys might want to play certain places. The Aaron Jones deal that he signed in Green Bay. Now you look at it on paper and it's like 4 for $48, and it's like there's no way I'd pay a running back that. But the deal is actually a 2-year, 20-year. It's a 2-year, $20 million deal. His cap hits for the first year and second year are like $5 million and $9 million, and you can cut him after that for like $5 million or something. Steelers not being interested in that tells me that they're all like, in the other backs tells me they're all in on drafting a running back early.
So the name I brought up to Nick when he was on the show that he liked.